just need to test my game. Oh no, Mac. It's a colony. It's a colony farming game with automation. Steam key provided in the apps. It's a 2D it's a no, it's a colony farming game with domestic Steam. Let's see, am I gonna get banned? Am I gonna get banned? Are we gonna get banned? Guys, are we gonna get banned? Trying to get started dropping, have a great rest. Thank you, 8bits. Enjoy your stream, bro.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. It's another fun day because I don't work. Happy Sunday, everyone. Homeless, yes, you are first for the first time. Actually, first. And community, welcome in. How you doing today? All right, so I was organizing some stuff and I found a pair of glasses, right? But they're not just any glasses. They are back when I used to do Major League Gaming. So 20 years ago or so. These are them, right? So blue block, meant for staring at your screens all the time. They say, I don't know if you can read it. It says Major League Gaming down the side of it. And yeah, they're a little beat up. But I used to wear these things all the time when I did it's got to be at least that, right? When I was doing Halo and StarCraft. But yeah, these are it. And yeah, the Major League Gaming, right? And these are the things. So these were my glasses for when I played back then. All right, we have some Sophie treats. All right, we're gonna do first one, and then we'll let her eat it, and then we'll get back to the second one. So, good morning, Panuch. Thank you for the Sophie treat. We have something new for Sophie treats, right? We switch over. Let's see if it works. Does not work. Oh wait, it worked. All right, we have a close up for Sophie. There. There we go. Okay. I was messing with it first thing this morning. I was like, I'm gonna make it so that we have a bigger screen for her when she gets her treats. Processor, welcome in. How you doing this morning? Oh yeah, I mean, Major League Gaming was a long time ago, right? But yeah, these whoops, these were my my glasses for it. Yeah, it's always cool when you find old stuff, right? And they still work pretty good. The blue block on them. So when what were you doing for them? I played Halo and StarCraft. Gaming or yeah, gaming. Yeah, I was one of the gamers. But yeah, I didn't work for them. So you love StarCraft 1 and 2? Yeah. Yeah, the games are really fun. Right? Panuch, I have nope, we did one. We're letting her finish it, and then we're gonna get to the second one. I have that video that you posted. You like my mic? Yeah. It's a neat little mic. You can change colors. You got the same one? Excellent. I forget what type of mic Jeepin has. She doesn't have this one. She has a different one. I have the video that you posted to show that Jeepin gets on your Call of the Lamb thing. So I'm going to be showing that. Just letting you know. Are you all done? You want another? All right, let's switch back over. See if it works this time. Why is it? It's like a little delay. There we go. All right. This is Sophie. For those that don't know, and thank you for the treats for her. That's her second one. She's really gumming those things. Yeah. Well, I mean, she only has 4 teeth, so she kind of has to. But and it takes her a while because she doesn't really like soft treats. She likes her normal ones. So she's got to have it takes her a few minutes to eat a treat. Right. All right. What do we have out in games? For those that have ever played Styx, the third game has come out. Styx Blade of Greed, and I haven't played it yet, but I did enjoy the first two games. It's kind of like playing what's a good game? Like Assassin's Creed, but you are a goblin, right? So that's where that is. And the big update for Arc Raiders, right? All you Arc Raider players. Zonka, good morning. Welcome in. So coming to Arc Raiders is what they're calling the Shrouded Sky update. And it is going to contain new weather patterns, right? So I was looking at it. It's going to have like a hurricane coming in you have to handle and deal with, torrential rains and everything else. So that is coming to Arc Raiders on 2 more days. You get a beard in Arc. Excellent. I have a beard right now. So it is my winter beard. That's it. So yeah, expect in 2 days, Arc Raiders gets its Shroud Sky update, and then you're going to be able to handle weather just as much as everything else. And what else they got? Oh, they got I have to say it carefully because it sounds like StarCraft, but it's Stallcraft, right? They have it listed here. I like Stallcraft. It's a PvP PvE game it's a lot of fun, right? It's been out for a long time, a little over 10 years, 12 years now, I think. And it's only been on Steam maybe 4 years now, but it's a good game. So if you like that kind of stuff, it's free, by the way. But StallCraft X is a great game to play. All right. Oh, yes. So, Panucci here, who plays and streams, right? But was playing Cult of the Lambs, has chat as part of some of his followers, right? One of them being Jeepy Nanny, who is my wife and mod on here. She is one of the followers. So this is the video that he posted about Jeepy Nanny, the follower character, right?
Oh no!
He was right there. And one of the other characters in game, Ader. That made me laugh so hard this morning. So, I will for sure make sure she sees that. And what happened? My character died? That's right. I think that's hilarious. You bring us both back? Excellent. Oh, are you able to bring her back, though? Because there's not a body, right? Star was eaten as well. You have some interesting followers in there that are going around and like eating up all the other followers. All right, let's get some music on. Make sure that's not too loud. All right. What else are we doing today? I think, is it time for the whiteboard yet? So let me refresh this. You can do a resurrection ritual. Excellent. All right, we have a new web whiteboard, right? So I'm going to do web whiteboard, and there's the link for it. Let me pin it. So as always, you can draw whatever you want in there within term of service. And it's fun, right? We always come in here, we try to talk about game stuff or see what people have. If you have suggestions, you can write and draw in here. So there's the link for it. We get the chat board for 24 hours. So, okay. Let's drop in. Switch over to game dev mode, right? Let me show some of the stuff that I managed to get done yesterday. And then today, we're primarily going to be trying to figure out some new look, right? Okay, there it is. OBS always takes it a minute to see the game. We're coming along with the what I'm calling like a vinaigrette style lighting. But what we are working on, whoops, still plugged in. Let me get my controller. What I am working on is right now I can move directional with the controller, right? So the left joystick is that. When we go into one of the choices, we have a couple new things, right? We have a mini map up in the top right now. We also have the ability to hit the A button, and it'll say OK. So it'll select the OK button. Then you can choose to swap through these, right? So let's move that out of the way. And you can see the panels using the D-pad now. We can select those panels. That's about it. I do have it so you can use the right joystick like a mouse, but I think I'm going to take that out. I think we're just going to take the mouse out entirely. So you're either going to have two options, right? You're going to be able to select at the beginning to use the mouse and keyboard. And if you do that, the mouse is enabled. But if you don't, you're not going to see this, right? And then we separated, it was sitting over here for a while, but we have the skill tree, right? And yeah, it's starting to come together pretty good. This is the skill tree so far. I'm putting it together and working on it. Oh, I guess I got to tell it not to have the mini map on top of it. But it's coming along, right? All right. Let me fix GameMaker here. Why are you an odd size? So, what was everybody doing for the rest of yesterday? Did you play any games? I did. I played. Hello?
Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.
I love that. Hello. I was playing Wind Rose with Jeepin last night. We were able to finish the demo of it, right? So we were able to get our pirate ship. We were able to both have pirate ships. We were able to sail the sea, and we found one of the Blackbeard ships, right? It took a little bit to figure out how the ship works, But once we started understanding it, it worked well. As Darth Vader would say, impressive. Most impressive. Yes. Yesterday, CS and beer. Excellent. Panucci played it a bit yesterday as well. Nice. So we are thinking about having a server for the Discord for it, right? Because we have a couple different servers, right? We're waiting. Obviously, it's not going to be available until launch. I know they are working on the number of people that can be on there, but it's probably going to still be a low number, which is fine. And you can set it so that you progress together or you progress independently. Right? So that means like if it's independent and somebody does a quest, it's not going to ruin it for you. You can still be able to go and do all your stuff. All right. What are we working on? We are spending a little bit of time trying to come up with some new assets for enemies. We're also going to try to maybe come up with some sounds. Right? Start trying to give some design stuff to it. Just a little bit. This is kind of what we have right now. I have pillars that I'm thinking about making it so that they appear throughout the room, and like you're not gonna be able to go through them. You can block enemies by running around them, that kind of stuff. And the portal that you go through is currently this, right? This top one. I don't particularly like, I don't know if I like it, right? I did the top part here, right? And then I just was like, you know what? I'm just going to put a solid oval behind it. And I just I don't know, right? Because that's, it looks like, this. That's kind of it, right? Like I said, I don't know if, I don't know what I want yet. I have to figure something out. And there was, I can't remember who, somebody was talking about the floor in the game yesterday, about making it more energized, right? You can make the oval grow, true. True. Smart as a start, small dot and grow with it. Yeah. Could do that because that is how it started, right? Sort of. I made it basically sort of almost the same size all the way through, but it could start as a small drop, like smaller dot, and grow with it. That it could. And then my other idea was, I came up with this last yesterday. This little power thing here, right? Where it starts like this, goes like this. It has a whole bunch of little lines that come up and then goes back down. I think that might be kind of neat too. Because I need a portal for the players, like when the player is done with the round, to go through. But I also need, I think, tiny portals for the enemies to come out of, right? They're just going to get spawned in, and I don't want them just appearing. I think it would be cool to have like little portals appearing everywhere. Right? So, like, if you start it, we'll have to do it a different round. OBS takes way too long to see this thing. All right. So currently, that's just kind of the portal, right? But what I was talking about for the enemies is once you go in and you're in here, all of a sudden they just appear, right? But I think it would be neat to slow them down, have them all like a little portal appear where each enemy is going to be coming in, and then the enemies like show up, like come out, look like they come out of it. And I think that would be kind of neat. And maybe we will. Maybe we'll copy that in this one, right? And let's see what it looks like. All right, we're going to try copying it all at once. And we're going to make another one here. Another sprite. Let's do player portal 2. Okay. So you can run, but you can't hide. Exactly. Yeah, can't hide. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So it's 8. 8. $60 is too much. 40. All right, there we go. So now we have our frames. We should be okay with just saying convert. There's a little bit of movement sideways. All right, let's just grab this and center it. Right? And then we'll grab this one. Do that. And I'm going to make it so the onion skin only shows 2 frames at a time. So then, I think that one's okay. That one's looking sort of okay. Let's move it slightly over. Maybe that looks better. So there. There. Slow. Let's bring it down. Slow it down. Let's make it 4. All right, what happens if we take this frame make it a little bit longer? Okay, so now we'll take Object Portal. We're going to do this one. So let's start it and take a look at what it looks like with the new portal into it. Come on, OBS. It needs to be faster, I think. So it's going slow with it. Maybe we should increase it to like 10. All right, let's start it again. This is the tedious part of some of this, right? The little minute changes and seeing what it looks like in the game. All right, compared to the old one, what do we think of that so far? Do we like that a little better? Or do we think that would be good for like the enemies? Yeah, so it's either going to be the player portal or it'll be the enemy ones, and that will appear with each of the little enemies. Right? Yep. Oh, and Kelvar. I am working on it so that when you come into here, if you are not using the mouse and keyboard as an option and you're just using the controller, the mouse is not going to be there, right? This won't be here. You're going to be able to use the D-pad to select everything, right? And the way the mini-map is currently working is the gray ones are places you have not gone yet. The yellow room is where you are, and anything that shows white is a room you've been in. Right? Okay. That is the current idea with stuff, right? All right. Let's try to find, I don't know, if I make these bigger, what are they going to look like? Because they're too small as far as an enemy goes, right? We want them to be like 32. Do we think that might be weird? Let's get them centered here a little bit. Well, that one's okay. To there. All right. I guess what we should do is take this, put it into game, right? And see what it looks like. Indeed, your skills are complete. You are powerful, as the Emperor has foreseen. Are we playing out a trilogy here? I will never join you. Speaking of, have you played any Sator any lately or anything? All right, we don't need portals. We're looking through sprites. We want some enemies. This one. We're gonna edit this guy. Get rid of these frames. All right, that should be good. We may have to adjust it just a little bit, but let's convert it into frames. This is 4. That's 4. Say 32 by 32. Oh, that's weird. 0, 0. There we go. You're playing the Sniper story at the moment? Nice. I have so many games. I like Sator. I just never make it in there. What am I playing today? I'm playing World of Warcraft today. So Jeepin is going to be streaming today, right? And she's going to be doing World of Warcraft because next weekend is the launch of Midnight, which is the new expansion for World of Warcraft. It officially comes out on the 2nd, I think. Yes, it comes out on Monday the 2nd. However, we get early access as of the 26th, so Thursday, which means it's probably not going to be a Thursday night stream for it, but it will be Friday night is when she'll be streaming it, and then she's taken off of work Saturday. She's going to play hooky, right? She's going to play hooky. She's going to game like, you know, a good gamer does when a new expansion comes out. So she's going to do that. So after like my stream in the morning, it would kind of switch over to her stuff, and then we're going to be playing World of Warcraft for the day. I'm kind of excited about it, right? You know, we're gonna get like snacks and order food and all that fun stuff, and just have a chill weekend. All right, I've now enlarged this thing to 32 pixels. So let's see what it looks like when we run it. Ah, I killed it. Dang it. Whoops. I wanted to look at it. You have been called Mr. Miyagi of ESO. Wax on, wax off for Elder Scrolls. Nice. That's another game I really enjoyed. This is gonna be tough. I don't want to shoot it. Don't shoot it. All right. Anyways, I think it's doing better with that size. So maybe we'll just make a whole bunch of them and convert it over. Since there's something new from Elder Scrolls, like, aren't they coming out with Elder Scrolls 6 or something? I think they are, aren't they? All right, you have to move there. We're gonna put you here, and that'll work. There's just so many like good games out there. All right. While I'm doing this stuff and messing with it, I do have some asset packs, all varying in pixel sizes, right? But if you have find anything on either craftpix.net on here, or on what are we doing here? All right, here we go. Or on here on itch in assets, we're looking for 2D and 32 pixel size ones, right? We're performing a security verification. Am I human? No. Okay, so there we go. Kind of like this, 32 rogues, right? That's a free, it's free. That may very well work right there. Oh, and I can't remember the person's name that was here yesterday that was talking about the dance floor, right? So they don't like the way the floor looks currently in the game. And I agree. It's kind of very plain looking. However, this is kind of what the... Whoops, let me get this out of the way. This is kind of what they were talking about, right? They would like to see something a little more entertaining for your eyes. So I think we're going to try to figure that out too. ESO. ESO. Elder Scrolls 6 is still a bit off. Okay. Ashes of Creation will be first. Okay. How far, like, is it actually... Let's look. All right, so Elder Scrolls 6 is currently in development. With recent reports as of earlier this year. So it looks like it's going to be either a possible end of this year, maybe next year, right? Possible. It could even be next year or 2028 too. So yes, Ashes of Creation, which was completely canned, could come out first. I get it. All right, let's move these to here. Now, is there an easy way to do this? No. I guess not, right? That looks pretty good. Oops. Let's copy it. And we'll put it into line here. Then, for this one, we'll get rid of the giant robot head. All right. Let's convert to a frame. We want 4 frames. I think it looks okay. All right, it might be okay. We're just gonna try it. Let's convert it. You do not need to be that fast. Or that. 6. Okay. This guy, I do want. I want to get the rest of these ones in because I do like it. I had to increase the size on this guy too, but like, I like him. So we'll be grabbing those and bringing those ones in at some point too. And like I said, now that I remembered I was hiding it, inside here in craftpix.net, assets, we're looking for 32 pixel size 2D stuff, obviously, or inside itch. Like I said, this has a whole bunch of stuff right here. This has animals. Well, we don't really need animals, but yeah. I could look at pixel art stuff all day long. All day, right? It's just cool. All right, so now let's move all these out of the way. And like I said, sometimes I find stuff that works, but it's a different size, like this, right? But we just have to try to convert them. That's what we're doing. All right, that wasn't that hard. Okay. So let's do a couple more. We'll do that. So 1, 2, red. Let's grab the other red one. There. Oh, shit. 1 pixel high. Okay. Now we got a couple of those guys. I think it would be nice. I need to make this bat, the little skull bat that I found, bigger. Because the bat itself is like inside the 16 and it looks a little small on the screen. And that was, I guess that's my other question, is maybe this I need to make bigger, which I could probably edit and try to make it a little bigger. It looked a little small on the screen as well. All right, let's grab this one. And we'll come in here, right? Now I think I want to look at this. We have sprites here. All right, we have enemy 1, 2, and 3 created there. We'll get rid of this one. Oh, it is referenced. Okay. We'll fix that. Well, let's do it now. Let's make it. You're going to be 04. And you're not going to be a solid red box anymore. Just not going to do it. And then I find it easy to do it this way. I've tried GM Link. I do have a couple issues with GM Link. But this works for me. So we'll just do it like this way. But okay. So now we had enemy 5 is using it. We have enemy 1, 2, 3. We need something for enemy 4. Let's fix that. Let's do enemy 4. Whoops. Enemy 4. We'll do 04. Let's try to keep the numbers together. There. All right. So now we can be able to go through and fix all these, right? We have 9 that we're going to do, and that'll be the level 1 enemies. all these I need to make a little bigger. We could probably do that today too. And I haven't started working on how the enemies are to attack yet. A good top down does take time, and it's also a challenge for a 3-month game creation time. And like I said, after this, we are going to go back to the RPG game, pick up where it left off, right? And do version 2 and spend 6 months working on it and really trying to bring the RPG game to the next level. Yeah. I found this cool little, like, somebody stuck in a prison type thing. And that's kind of what I am looking for a scenario inside this game. And I think this is cool looking. All right, let's do all this, right? So it's 1, 2, 3. That looks like idling. 1, 2, and 3. This is movement. Let's take it. See if we can make this a little bigger. Same thing. All right, let's take that guy. Let's put him right there. And then we're going to grab this. And we'll make this one 06. And convert to frame. We have 3 frames, not 4. All right, that looks okay. So we'll just go ahead and convert it. And let's slow it down to like 6. I think you should dedicate 60 years to the RPG. Only 60? I mean, that's just a blink in the eye of a forever lifetime. Right? Then, and only then, will you be strong enough with the dark side to produce a great RPG. I could see that. Ads are going to go off here in about 40 seconds. When they do, I'm going to take a B rate back. I do need some more coffee in my coffee pot mug. And then we'll get back to it. Yeah, 60 years, we could do that, right? Okay. If we come in here, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5. We'll say enemy 05. This is enemy 06. There we are. And we're moving along nicely, right? Ads are never on time anymore. Sometimes they are, but lately they've always, like, it tells you, okay, you're about to go in, your ads start, and then it delays. Like, used to be right on time for the timing of it, but nope, not anymore. All right, so we're gonna take that and we'll put that right here. And there are the ads. Okay, I'm going to take a beer right back, get up and stretch, do whatever you need to, and I will see you all in a few moments. Hang tight. Hey, we're back. All right. Welcome in, Brewer. How you doing this morning? Just taking our first break grabbing some more coffee, you know, all the normal stuff. All right, so we have 6 different enemies, right? So we have like sprites, I should say. So we have those. One, oh wait, we have SPR enemy. What is that one attached to? Nothing. Let's make this 07. So now we have 7 of them. There. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's start it, see what it looks like. So we're resizing some enemies. And for these ones, I think it'll be okay, but like there's a possibility they just may need to be changed, but size-wise, I think they're okay. It's hard to get near them without shooting them, but like I think we'll be good, right? And I do think I'm going to make the new portal look a little bit bigger. But it's playing, it's doing well, right? Okay. So what are you up to this morning, Brewer? We're sitting here and working on enemies, right? It's one of the things I haven't really done, and it needs to be done, but you know. So we're at least going to do the level 1 enemies and come up with those. Now, I need to spend time doing pixel research. And as I was saying, I could spend hours going through CraftPix site and looking at all these. Oh, you can't say it. I could spend hours going through and looking at these. And I don't know. I just like pixel art, right? I'm not great at it. I really admire those that can produce this stuff nicely. But there will probably be a chance that I will be grabbing some new art assets for the game. So, yeah, I like some of this stuff, right? I mean, well, I like it all, but I don't know. And the same thing with going on Itch, looking through these ones. Like, I just love pixel art stuff. Can't help it. All right, let's work on. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1. We're gonna work on that one later. I gotta pull up the file. And we're trying to keep them about like 32 in size. I think this guy would be good. Let's grab him. And we'll bring him over here. And we'll get him set up, right? Okay. I think that'd be all right. We'll grab it, copy it. We'll take it over into here. We're going to make this one it, and we're going to call this one 08. And we'll get rid of the solid color. Then let's do convert to frames. This has 4 frames. That looks okay. Well, let's convert it. There. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's grab this. This is 07. This is our 08. And then we're going to work on number 9. And so far, like I said, these are stinky. I don't know where it came from, but man, they got some stink to them. Homeless, that was you. I thought it was the creatures. Yes. The creatures are back. Yes, they are. Let's I think maybe we'll like that one. And we're going to start it there. There. I think that looks okay. Yay, you're jumping. I do need to go back in there and update it, but I haven't. And you're a wolf fox thing. You jump to see where you are? I mean, that's okay. All right, this will be 09. We get rid of this little circle. I do want to make some better ones for like holidays. I do have some zombies that fall in and crash and then run around, and I want to try to make those into some of the avatars a little better. And I was messing with it. So this is the zombies. Right? And I want to get it to work a little better for like Halloween stuff, like raids and all that. But slowly working on it. All right, we're doing 4. This all looks good. Convert it. That's all right. So and we'll take enemy 9 here and say 09. There. Let's run it and see what it looks like. All right, so they all say like they'll level on them, which is fine. I think it's coming along okay. I like it. I think those look okay. You're too busy running away to try to validate everything, right? And I also think the new mini map looks good. So when you go into the menu, which is here, I'm making it so the skill point thing is going to be probably more over here, and that's going to be permanent. So you'll be able to always go and look at your skills. This is the mini map, and I have it right now where the gray blocks are ones you have not visited. The yellow is where you have, and white is, or what yellow is where you currently are, and white is where you were. So I think it looks pretty good. And I think the enemies are coming along nicely. Yep. I think it's good. I think it's good. What is that beautiful blue creature at the bottom left of the scene? You like my creature? He's awesome, right? It's the best one there. He's going to be a helper that is trying to get you out of the rooms, right? Or wherever you were captured. So you're trying to escape. That's the person helping you. It's probably my best pixel art so far. And yeah, I'm glad you appreciate it. It is. Okay, let's close that. You can see he took most of the art budget. The rendering is amazing. It is. It absolutely is. I put the highest amount into it on that particular one, right? So, yes. All right, we're going to make the flyers a little bigger here. So we're going to grab these guys and we're going to move them. Right? Let's bring them down here. We're going to try to make this a little bigger. I would like this. Let's see what it looks like as I expand it here. Yeah, all right. Let's move three of these guys off the side. You have thought of trying to make a 2D, but you're just beginning on a VR 1M. Is that an M? Oh, RN right now. Oh, you're doing like a VR game? That's awesome. I wish. I'm not good at, like, I'm still learning 2D, let alone to try to figure out like a VR one. But I think that would be awesome. I really want to design some of the rooms, especially on like Oculus and that kind of stuff, where you could go and interact with stuff and adventure around. I would love to be able to do that. But you don't know how to publish it. A VR game? I have no idea. I would assume it's kind of the same thing. You could publish it to Steam, like it's a VR game, right? Because you can buy Oculus games on Steam. And I don't know. You could probably have to figure out. All right, we'll stick with Oculus because that's the one I know, right? And I'm assuming all the others are the same way. There's a store in there, right? And you'll have to figure out what the SDKs are for the store to be able to publish it onto that store. So you could either buy it from the device or from Steam if you're running it from Steam through your headset. You want to put it on Metastore, yes. And the hard bit, but you think you can move it to itch. Itch.io, yeah. It's all right. You're fine. I usually have links turned on because game devs, right? They come in, you want to share your stuff, and we're pretty good with that. So you want to move it to itch. Does itch have VR games on it? Right? So I guess so. Virtual reality projects. All right. That just expanded my whole thing about itch. I had no idea VR games were on itch. All right, you could definitely put a game here. That's easy to do. Right? Because itch is like where I keep all the stuff I'm working on. You know, all the games that I've done or we're working on, they're all here on itch. So that would work well for you. And I would assume, well, Meta Store. Meta Store games. Meta. Quest Gaming, right? I'm sure you could figure out how, just by going here, to put your games up on it. And there's a lot of fun stuff here too, right? So, if we look down here, Quest apps and games, maybe. I'm sure there's a whole. Oh, they got help centers. I'm sure there's a whole SDK right there that would work. There's probably a whole thing for it, right? Yeah. Yeah, at least until you find out how to use the Apple app. Yeah. Or App Lab. I gotcha. On Metastore. You can only get to the real Metastore on a headset. True. So if you're trying to do it, you could probably, well, like I said, I don't know Meta, but you're probably going to be able to go on there, look at it, swap it, identify what is needed to upload to the store. And then you'll be able to, you know, I'm sure you're testing it with your a VR headset. And if you have like the Oculus Quest system, it would work. But Itch is another good one. I didn't know they had VR games here. So that's cool too. Yeah, that's neat. Sophie. You're a llama? Excellent. You don't know what avatar is me in there? You can... Ooh. thank you for the bits. Why the bit minimum specifically of 8? Have you seen my name? Did you know my name is 8bits? Fair. True. It was just something I chose because 8bits, right? There's no grumbling at the people outside. There's not. All right. So we are trying to make this guy a little bigger. That would look all right, I think. Be a little bit bigger. Right? Like that. Okay, so let's bring in this one. Monkey typing. All right, we could do a monkey type. I haven't done a monkey type in a while, right? That's a good one. That's fun stuff there. I think that works like that. There. Yeah, and the sunflower launch and the celebration, that's all part of those avatars that I made. That was one of my programs, my apps that I made. Like, when did I do that? Would have been early summer of last year. And I incorporated a couple channel points into it. And I thought that was a good project. All right. We are going to play, we're going to do monkey type. If you've never seen monkey type is fun. Let me find the site here. There we are. All right. So it's a typing test. It basically has you do some typing, see how fast you are, how accurate you can be. We have it set to 30 seconds for timing, right? So in 30 seconds, it will calculate how much you do per minute. And let's see how I do. The first ones are always a little rough, right? Because these are random words. It's not actually making like a sentence out of it. All right. 69 words per minute at 97% accuracy. That's not bad for like 8 something in the morning. This storyline on this test makes so much sense, not like a word jumble. The storyline on the test? Oh, on the monkey type? I don't even know what it was saying. But they're usually like a word jumble, right? Like it's not meant to be a sentence. It's 10:30, wake up. No. Time dilation, homeless. It's only 8:30. Dev, sure. Yes, it was 69 words per minute. We're 996 years backwards. True. Technically, we're 300 years off of where we should be, and it's really the 1700s. because they advanced the calendar 300 years at one point, around 1200 or 900, and became 1200. So there's that theory that we're actually not in the right time year yet. So there's that, right? All kinds of fun little stuff out there. All right. Let me try to... Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Let's see if I can get this guy here. And this bat is stinky. Yeah. If it goes like that, we can do that. And I think that'd be good. Short fart. You're slacking, homeless. You're slacking. And Goofy, thanks for the reverb. All right, so we are going to bring these guys over a little bit. Yeah. I like the sunflower launch. I think that one turned out pretty good. It's the same thing as the celebration, except I swapped my images with the sunflower one instead of the confetti. You've been eating better. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. All right. So this is 5 images. We need to bring this one over and try to make it fit a little better too. Yeah, it is stinkiness. I do not have the green fumes that come off the bottom of the screen when people fart. I want to do that. I just have to spend the time to get it to work. That might work. All right, let's copy it over. Let's see what it looks like in the game. And we'll be good. Actually, hold on. We're not going to edit this one. We're going to redo this one. So let's get rid of those. Do this. And we'll paste it here. Now, I want this to face the other direction. So we're going to flip them before we place it. Yeah, see now, which way do I want to do this? Let's just place it normal. And then we'll flip the frames one by one. And I think that would be easier. Right? All right, let's convert. We have 5, not 4. That's the right size. Those look good. Convert. Okay, so we come in here. And we cut the first one. We'll flip it. And let's see. I only want 2 frames on the onion skinning. Right? So we're going to caption this, cut it, flip it. All right, so we have the bat kind of done. Let's see what he looks like. This might be too fast. Let's drop it to like 8 frames. About 6. There. All right, let's run it and see how the enemies are looking in there. Okay, I saw the bat. The bat is looking better, right? So there's the bat coming up. I do like it. I like the size of it. I think for what this is, it'll be fine. Yeah, that's coming along good. All right, let's go ahead and close it. Like, the only 2 people that know about VR export stuff won't reply. There's got to be more than 2 people. Are there any good VR development discords or groups? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure there is. I'm trying to think. I know the local dev guild here. I think somebody does VR stuff. I'm not sure if it's for straight to the store for one of the headsets, or if it's just on Steam and you can get it there and then run it through the headset. I'm not real sure. All right, I think that turned out well for the bat. VR equals very rare. Excellent, Homeless. Excellent. All right, so I need to move these guys up so there's only 1 space between them. I think that worked out well. All right, we need to find... I wonder if I can find the rest of these guys. I know I have it. And then we got to get them in here and try to adjust them as well. All right, let me pull up the folder here. I think it was Tiny RPG. Characters, orc. Well, I don't know. Let's open this. These guys are a little small. But that's okay. This is orc attack with a shadow. We could use this. This would be good. So we're going to move these closer so I can capture them better. Because this is a 3-month challenge, obviously I'm not designing all this artwork. It's just new way for it, right? None. There we go. Okay. Now we've got these guys over. Let's make them a little bit bigger. So we'll take each one, bring it down. So Goof, outside of, what do you use to, like, what programming, or engine are you using for the VR design? Does it have its own? Like, if you're designing it for, say, I don't know, the Oculus, like meta stuff, is that just what you need to be able to do, or do you using Unity? Nice. Okay. I wasn't sure if they were like restricted. I don't know how that stuff works with that. All right, so we have that, and I think that'll look good. You drew on the whiteboard. Excellent. It's all hopefully. Term of service safe, right? Hi, chat. Hi, guys. I don't know what that says. But yeah, sometimes there's lots of drawings in here, and other times there's not. Sometimes I'm sitting in here drawing stuff for the game. It's just something fun, right? All right, so I'm gonna bring this guy up now. Okay, that'll look like it'll work. Then, if we bring this one, I think what I need to do is not put them on the edge. I think we need to make it so it just lines up with the middle of the shadow, right? Whoops. And I think that's how we're going to do this. If I do it that way, can I get it? No. So we'll have to give it a little bit of space. Right there. Looks good. Go here. We'll edit this up a little bit. Can I get in there? No. And we can get one there. Okay. That'll work. What else? So what's everybody doing today? bringing this guy up here. And we'll make this. Try to get it about the same size. That'll work. Getting ready for a walk around town with Homeless Jr. Going exploring in the snow. You guys have still have snow? Did you get more snow? Oops. Kelvar, you are actually spending some time on your own Survivor clone. Excellent. Because you want to copy all the cool kids and that are making theirs. Excellent. Homeless, yeah, you just got another 6 inches the other night. Man. It's cold here, but we still don't have snow. So unfortunately, right? I would much rather have some snow. But, you know, whatever. There we go. It snowed, but was like 30 degrees, so it was warm snow. Yeah. I mean, for here, it's kind of cold. It is only 32 degrees right now. When I was out walking the dog this morning. So just a couple hours ago, it was like in the 20s and a little windy. So it definitely made it cold because we're in the windy season right now. All right, we'll bring these a little closer just for saving some space, and we'll fix it in the editor. Here. But we did not get a lot of snow this year. No, we've had a lot of cold, but that's about it. All right, let's bring all this into the editor, and we'll have to adjust them as we go, right? We'll make this enemy 10. Scale them. Like that. Yeah, you sure the wind brings the dust for your dry folk? Yes. Yeah, we get sandstorms, dust storms. Right now, there's a lot of allergies because it kicks all that stuff up. And, like, our throats are dry. Our wind, which you've experienced, brings fresh air. I don't know, Homeless. I've heard your wind. I've smelled it, too. It's not all that fresh you think it is. Taller, welcome in. How you doing today? You had 25 degree yesterday, 44 today. 55 Wednesday, so it's weird. Yes. Also, hi. Right? right. Let's try to make this into a little better image. I think we had, what, 4, 5, 6. 6. These are not 32. But I don't know. All right, let's see if we can make this a little bigger. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to capture that one correctly doing it this method. Because if I try, it does want to take it. What if we... No. Nope. All right, we're not going to be able to do it this way. We're going to have to do it the other way. Let's close that. Let's readjust this back down to like 16 by 3, whatever, that's fine. Let's come in here. We'll do one at a time, right? So we should probably do the bigger of the two. Or the bigger of them. Put it in here. That'll be our first frame, right? Then we'll move it like that. Then we'll go do this again. Oh, well, this one went way back too. Shit. So I need... Let's do this. Let's copy this. Copy it, right? Wait, I need you out of the way. We're going to copy you. Copy you. Put you here. Then copy that. That's essentially... Is that really how big I need this? Let's think about that. I want to be able to accommodate backwards and this. But I need the shadow to stay where it is. So I think so. So we'll just do this. And we'll just make all those frames the same size. Right? So that is how big it's going to be. All right. Now, what we'll do is come like this. I think we should be okay there. Right? So then on our next frame, let's grab it. Oops. come in here. Like that. All right, so we're doing good. We're doing good. We're just doing it out of order. Whoops, that is all. Let's turn an onion ring here so I can see. We're gonna put this like right there. Yeah, we're doing good. All right. There. All right. Unfortunately, sometimes you got to be able to offset it, right? Because you have one that is bigger than the normal frames. So I merged them like this to be able to figure out the frame size you need in total. All right, now that cleans up that. Whoops. All right, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Let's turn off the onion skin. Let's clean up this image just a little bit. There. Okay. So that's looking good. I think we only have, what, 1 or 2 frames left? 1 frame. Well, we messed up, didn't we? Oh, wait, no, we could do it. All right, we got it. So now, let's lower the frame rate. That's it. He's cool. Okay, I see a notification that ads are going to go off in about a minute. Whenever they do, I'll probably fill up my coffee. Arwen is already uncovered because she wanted it uncovered during the first break. But she's been sleeping, so, you know. And I think this will look good, right? I think that'll be a nice little enemy inside there. These are, let's make a new group, call it level 1, right? We have 9 enemies that we're putting into level 1. what we're going to do is duplicate that one here. There. And then this, oh, we don't need to, yeah, we do. Come here, and we have 10. If we want to see what he looks like, I suppose I could put him into the, we don't need the portal. I don't need my portal stuff open. I don't really need the light. All right, there we are on for ad break. I'm going to take a quick be right back. Now's a good time to get up and stretch. And, of course, get some more coffee. But I will see everybody in a few moments. Hang tight. All right, I'm back. What do we got? Like a minute 40? Wonder if we can get in one chess puzzle. I bet we can. Let's see what we can do here. Browser, chess, turn it on. Let's do a puzzle. Right. No, I don't have the drop one connected. That's a good one that I need to work on. No, I don't know if you're in ads or not. I'll talk to you in a minute here. All right, so the bot is black. We're on white. We want to do a checkmate. So I think the easiest thing to do is come here. And there we go. Okay. Oh, you're not on ads? Perfect. Yeah, no, I didn't do it. So that avatar program is my own. It's not like Stream Avatar or one of the other ones. That is one I designed. And drop is one I forgot to put in. So I just need to... I have a list of some other stuff I need to go in there and update it for. But... yeah, you use Stream Avatar? Yeah. No, I thought it would be fun. I'd made my own. Right? That way I can enter like a couple of the channel points all run through the app. And that was a 3-month project right here that I did. So yep, I'll get it. I'll add it to it at some point. Like, I have stream avatars too, but I was like, oh, I think that'd be a fun project because to learn Twitch integration, right? For future projects or whatever I want to do. So. All right. Oh, we were going to run the game. We got the enemy in there. I think we just needed to go into... where is my... oops, I'm up there. Let's do enemy spawner. In here, we'll list our object enemy 10. It should work. It should be there. And yeah, okay. Going to save and let me do a quick commit here. It's not quite seeing it. I just like the color coordinate, so let me do a commit and we will close the program real quick, reopen it, and it should color coordinate itself. Code editor 2 doesn't always fit in sometimes, but that's okay. All right, let's run it. Give it a minute. There's a bunch of them. I see them. I think they're looking pretty good. You can see them all swinging. I do need to make it so that they swing at different intervals, but like, it's coming along. I think that's doing pretty good. They were looking good there. Yeah, and we have it set to do a random range between 10 of them to 25. Margin, we set them so that they are 50 away from the edges. I think we're good. We can close that. Come back in here. We're doing enemy. There we are. All right, let's move this guy like right there. And we're going to move these ones out of the way. Right? And this is the player. I have a whole bunch more. I just haven't put them into the spreadsheet, like my sprite sheet. So that was Orc with the attack. What I think we need is a... Do we want to look at the soldier? Let's look at the soldier. Soldier's kind of neat. We could probably do that too. Let's do this. We're not going to save that. We're not going to save that. Little bit on the small side, so we're going to have to adjust this too. Okay, that will be the size of our image, and then, oh, one more. Right. All right, let's go to our spreadsheet and put them there. My nose is itchy, and I think part of the mustache is curling a little bit this morning, bumping my nose. we make it like that, I think that'll work all right. Good morning, Jeepin. How you doing? Jeepin, I have the best video for you. Best video. You want to see it? This was, let me see if I can find his name. All right. So this was done by Panuch, right? Who streams. Sometimes he streams VR stuff. Sometimes it's just playing a regular game. But he was streaming Cult of the Lamb yesterday. And Jeepin, you your character, yeah. So we'll just play it, right? Because this is you right here. You're the pink one, okay?
Oh no! You just ate Jeepin.
I saw that first thing this morning when he posted it. Panuch, it made me laugh so hard. I was like, I have to keep showing that. No. Yes, you were eaten by another follower in his game. Yep. I love Call of the Lamb and the ability to have like followers named after people in chat. It's a lot of fun. But yeah. That was awesome. He says he can try to bring us back because my character is you know, under somewhere too. You were there and then poof, you were gone. That is true. That is true. You were gone. Yep. That is correct. So we're going to need this to be a little higher, it looks like. Huh. Okay. We've been doing all sorts of stuff this morning. Been working on some pixel art, updating enemies. Let me get the music back on. And I think it's coming along. I think it's coming along pretty good. Yeah, it's a very hungry cult, apparently. I mean, I can see that. All right, so this looks like it's two of the same. We don't need it. I'm just going to delete it. This one we want. Trying to keep the like that. I think that'll be okay. Right? We have a little bit of cleaning to do on there for the black. But that's coming along pretty good. There. And our last little guy here. Needs to be brought up. Okay. That should do it. So again, we need to take all this into consideration here. We're going to grab that. And that is going to be the size of our sprite. Right? So this is now number 11. We're going to edit this. Get rid of the green circle out of here. And I think that will be fine right there. So we got a couple ones that need to be ahead of it as well. So what we'll do is we'll come in and grab this one. And like I said, I just want it to be on one sprite at a time. It's not going to show very well, is it? I shouldn't have done that. All right, let's turn that up back on. Okay. That should be okay. We'll copy this one in. Now I just want it on the 2. So you're not going to do it for me, are you? Okay. That should be all right. Let's go grab this guy. And there we have it. And we'll do one more frame at the end. And that should be it for this particular one. And then we're going to clean up some of the black around it. There. Okay. So let's do the same thing. Let's make a an enemy for number 6, right? Or number 11 there. Enemies. It's under level 2. And we have all kinds of stuff that we've added, right? So we've got our, we have 11 total enemies now, all with animations to them. That's the skill tree. We're not working on that. Where did I put it? Did I already close it? Enemy spawner. All right, enemy 11. All right, now enemy 11 will be included in this. We're going to run the game and check them out. It does take OBS a moment here to see them. But now we have a whole bunch of enemies coming that actually have like images to them. And I think it looks pretty good, right? So we'll go through a portal. We'll go to the next round, come in, and check them out. I think it's looking pretty good. I think those enemies are nice. Yeah, so that will work with that one. And now we have, like I said, we have 11, but we have to come back and work on this guy to get his animation sprites in there. Miri, good morning. How are you doing today? All right. Very tired. I'm not real tired. I'm a little stuffy is a word. Sore throat. That kind of stuff, right? Allergies, maybe. Right now is we're starting the windy season. So where we live, we get like sandstorms, dust storms, that kind of stuff. The wind kicks up everything, so it affects, it's very dry. So your throat starts feeling dry. You need to drink lots of water. And it's a general allergy time because it kicks up all the dust, right? All right. I think the new portal should be maybe a little bit bigger, right? So let's come down. Let's grab this. Let's leave it like that, maybe. No. Well, yeah, it could be like that. So if this is it, we'll put it like that, right? And I feel like that needs to match. Like this, right? It's not exactly perfect, but I think it'll be fine, right? Over here kind of condenses a little bit. We should have like this. I think that'll work a little better. And go, whoops. Maybe like that. Okay. We're going to do this. Brewer, did you get your coffee? Are you caffeinated? We want this to be a little bigger, though. Like that. Sophie. What you doing, Soph? And for those that don't know, Sophie is the star of the stream here. I'm just kind of the co-streamer. And, but, so she takes priority, right? You went and got some Casey's Donuts. in coffee this morning. So yeah, you're doing good. Excellent. This morning's coffee is called Valhalla Java Odin Force Blend. It is made by the Death... Oh, you can't see it. It is made by the Death Wish Coffee Company, right? I don't particularly like the regular Death Wish one, the one with the same name as the company, because it's just so strong in the caffeine. But I do like Valhalla Java. It's dark roast, but it's really smooth. And yeah. So I like this. This is what I'm drinking today. I have a couple different ones, and I should eat a bean. I mean, yeah, but why? I've had the beans before, but not like Death Wish coffee one. No, not one of theirs. You might have, you've heard it before. Yeah, probably. I've shown it a couple times because I like to show the coffees that I drink. I'm not sponsored by anybody on the coffees. But although Jeepin was at one time, she had a, what was it called? Player One Coffee or something. Sophie, I'm just trying to reach my coffee. You don't have to try to lick my arm. All right. I think it's coming along nicely for the game, right? For those that are just joining, I did get this. Let me get this started, and we'll go. But yeah, Miri, I have had beans, like chew on a bean. Although I think I've only had like regular, like the chocolate covered ones, right? So all the enemies now have a graphic to them, at least for the level 1 enemies. I'm redoing the portals, so this is kind of how it's going to look. I'm just making it a little bit bigger. And I've started to get a mini map put in here. Right? So yellow is where you are. The gray is where you have not been. And it does update. So if we go to the next round and go through the portal, it will show you where you have been, and it'll be a white. Right? Okay, so we went up, we're on this one, and here's the where you've been. That is my mini-map. I'm starting to fill in my blocks inside the menu room. This is going to be where your stats are, what your current level, HP, all that stuff is. So that's this. This one over here is going to show you your current loadout. What weapons you currently have, what item you have, that kind of stuff. And I still need to get these to show you. I have to add a description still. Like, what do they do? Like, right now, you have no idea what they do, right? So, working on it. And the taser doesn't even can't do anything right now, so it does crash the game sometimes. So, the skill button is going to be more right here, and it'll permanently be there. So you're going to be able to check your skills at any time. And then the conversation from the incredible artwork of a stick figure is going to go right here. So coming along, right? All right. So let's we're working on the portal right now, right? Like I said, we're trying to make it a little bit bigger, little nicer look, I think. We'll do it this way, then we'll make it we'll see how it looks in the game. Like we'll have to transfer it over and see what we think. We'll go there. Okay. Let's see. I should try a normal non-chocolate coffee bean. True. I have a mix, so I have both. Like I do coffee ground coffee. I'll buy it as, or the coffee bean, because I have a little grinder. We could try that sometime. You ate a coffee bean once. You're shaking mess. Yes. Yeah. For you, Jeepin, I could see that. No. I didn't say... You're not trying the bean. You don't need to try the bean. I will try the bean. Just because that makes you super jittery. Right? There. I think this one, let's make this just a little higher. And I feel like it should have some dots right here. There. And we'll take a couple of these little ones. Maybe like that. Let's do one of these. There. Okay. There's more than just one puny single bean in a cup of coffee, FYI. Yes. She doesn't do regular coffee. She drinks decaf because the caffeine in a coffee makes her really jittery. Yeah, that's she does. She used to, and then it started really affecting her, so she doesn't drink normal coffee. I buy like decaf stuff for her, and I try to find the same ones that I drink, but in decaf, so she can enjoy the same coffee. But yeah, it doesn't. She just I don't know why the coffee caffeine really affects her. No. One coffee bean normally isn't a problem. It would make her jittery though. She has, I don't know, a reaction with the coffee, and it really does make her jittery. So, which is okay. All right, we don't. Sophie, what are we doing? What? Are you grumbling? There's no grumbling. Hi. All the animals are acting up today. Arwen did not want to stay covered. she wanted uncovered at the first break, and then she took another nap. But she wanted uncovered. So, you know, I was like, fine, whatever. Sophie. It's okay for them to walk on the sidewalk out there. I know. You heard there's like a little bit of grass in like out here somewhere on the corner is one of those like dog bins that you could put, you know, the dog waste in. And she hears it and she starts grumbling because she knows somebody's walking with the dog over there. I know. Hi. Right? Jeepin. You are playing WoW today, right? Yes. Okay. Just making sure. The new content, so the new expansion for World of Warcraft. So if you're into that, comes out on March 2nd, I think it is. So Monday of next week. There will be access early access for if you have that package, right? I know Jeepin's playing hooky on Saturday to play it all day long, but I think she's going to start streaming it on Friday night to get into it, and then play pretty much all day Saturday with it. And it's going to be a gamer hooky weekend. We're not going to do anything else. We're going to hang out here. We're ordering food, getting some snacks, drinks, you know, all the fun stuff, and staying in and gaming for the weekend. That is our plan. And I'm looking forward to it, right? I am. And I today, at some point, I'm not sure what time she is planning to stream today. She'll be doing World of Warcraft, in which I am also going to be playing with her. I'm not streaming it though, but I will be on. So if you like World of Warcraft, Jeep and Annie will be streaming today at about 12:30 Mountain Time. So if you enjoy that stuff, that is one to hop on and watch. Okay. There. All right, that is the new portal. I need to lower it though. We're going to bring it into the game. We're going to take a look at it and see what it looks like a little bit bigger. The totems, yeah. These are they're not very good, but they're okay, right? I'm trying to make it so that I have some totems to be able to put into the game so that your character runs around them and the enemies can't do it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It takes me a while to do them. That's all. My art background is in architecture, like fine art, that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I probably had 10 years, 12, probably, of art training. Long time ago, back when the dinosaurs roamed, I was there doing art. And so perspective, I love drawing, like doing perspective drawings. I'm really good with that. Really, really good with it. But I like paper drawing. This takes me a little bit longer. We are the same age, pretty much. Yes. Pretty close. Remember the dinos well? Yes. They roamed freely at one point. They were our friends. I can do it. It just takes me time. But those are mine. Yeah. Same thing with this portal thing. These guys are not. So. They are not. The dinos, yes. Right? All right, I think we can copy all this over and see how it looks in the game, right? So, we are doing Portal 2. We're going to edit this. We're just going to delete all these, right? And we'll delete that one. So if you have never done frame conversion for assets like you're bringing in, this is how you do it. So you create what you want, right? It's going to be one big image. You come up here to image along the top row, which you can't really see on here, but you go to image, right? Then you come down to convert to frames. Once you have convert to frames open, then you want to tell it, well, how many frames do you have? So we have 8, right? And you say how many frames you have, how many per row. So we say 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Then we say 32 and set it properly. And we can bring this in a little bit more so we can see it. 32 wide sort of looks like it's working, but the height is not. So we're going to double that for right now and start it with that way. Okay, so it looks like not quite. We'll just increase it. It's probably going to be like 75. Oh, 80. There we go. All right, so it's 80 wide. You can zoom in. You can be able to make sure that everything is okay inside where you want it. Then you just hit convert. And it will convert it into frames for you. And now you have all your frames. That is my preferred method for moving things from Sprite into GameMaker. I've used GameMaker or GM Link before. I don't particularly... I like it and I don't like it. It has some issues that I don't really like and causes some other problems. But, like, this is, for me, nice and smooth in how I do it. So now we'll play through it, and that's what it's going to look like. Let's go ahead and run the game. We're going to check what it is and see what it looks like, right? And we just got to wait for OBS here to decide to look at the game. And there it is. All right. So we have all our enemies running around now, all with graphics. At least all the level 1 enemies. All right. These are the portals. What do we think, chat? Do we think they're big enough? The arrow I'm going to make smaller, right? That's not a problem. And I don't think they need to be so far away from the player. So, like, if the player is here, we could probably make it so one's there, move the other one up so they're a little bit closer to the player. I think for now, it works pretty good. I was thinking of something similar for each of the enemies that kind of looked like they were teleported in or spawned in instead of just showing up. But I was going to make it like a different color. I don't know. I was going to make it more like red. I think that would look cool. And then that way, because when we go in, let's just go to one, and then we come through and come out, so you'll be able to see them. Like, they just suddenly appear like that, right? I think I add a little bit of a delay, so they spawn in. You get to see the animation of a portal. They delay for about like a half second to, a second, and then they start moving. But that way it looks like they got spawned in or portaled in, and it'll work. And I think what I would do for those is not this. So here you can see like the portal is going up, right? I think for the enemies, because they're coming in, I'll have it reverse and to make it look like they're teleporting down, right? If that makes sense. It makes sense in my head, but that's a scary place. So it doesn't always make sense when I talk about it. But yeah, I think, right, exactly. I'll flip it. That's a good term. So I'm going to flip it so that it looks like it's coming down to the ground. And that way they're being brought there and teleported there, right? Like the opposite side of a teleport. Yep. Okay. That'll work. I have a thought. Oh, since I have, I don't know if Neri's still here, but you, Brewer and Neri, here's my thought. You come into this room, right? Currently, we have a mouse. Currently, if I turn the controller back on, we have, on the right joystick, it controls the mouse. I'm going to get rid of that. What I'm going to do is at the beginning of the game, you get to choose whether you want to use mouse and keyboard or controller. If you choose controller, I'm going to get rid of the mouse entirely. Well, yes, but hear me out. Right? At the beginning of the game, you get to choose whether you want to use mouse and keyboard, right? Or controller. If you want mouse and keyboard, this will be here. If you're on controller, I'm going to get rid of the second joystick as a mouse and make it so that you can use the D-pad to select everything. What if you want to use both without having to go to a menu to change things? Well, it'll be at the very beginning, right? But if you want to do it while you're in it, I think all you have to do is activate it, right? It'll automatically accept the keyboard input. So if you hit one of those buttons, it knows you want to use the mouse. Or if you just move the mouse, right? If you move it, it will show up. How's that? It's hidden until you use it. And then you don't have to worry about it. So that way, if you're using the controller, you don't have the mouse here. We're going to make it so the D-pad controls all this stuff. You think it's extra work and it's just going to overcomplicate things. Just have the gamepad control the mouse here. It's simpler. Yeah, but I don't really like it now. No, I'm going to challenge myself. I understand. I get your idea. I'm going to challenge myself, though. So, my goal for next week is to get it so the D-pad works. That's my goal for next week. By next week. Right. Maybe make the left stick move the mouse. I don't think I want it to move the mouse at all. I think I want D-pad control to select everything. And I think that's just what I'll do. It's a pass, fail challenge on whether I can get it to work. If I can't get it to work, fine. I'll leave the mouse as a controller on the controller. But if I can get it to work, then we'll be good. Yeah, see, that was so out of, I don't know, a couple people tried it last night, right? Or yesterday. And the personal preference was, if you're using a controller, don't have a mouse to it. So I am going to attempt it I'm going to try to get it done by next week, right? So by the time Saturday comes around, I'll have it hopefully working. But I want the D-pad to work properly, so I can select through the D-pad. And if I'm using the D-pad, then the right joystick is not going to have a mouse here anymore. That is my goal. I think I can spend the week trying to figure that out. So I think we'll be good. I think it'll be a challenge. I know, Neri, it's a little extra work. It is. But I want to try to challenge it. See if I can get it. That is what these 3-month challenges that I've been doing are about. Pass, fail. That is it. So far, I have not really had... No, I don't think anybody's declared the game that I've made in the 3 months a fail yet. So I've been doing pretty good with it. The RPG was definitely a challenge. I thought I was going to fail that one, though. But I was able to get it together. So if you want to do mouse and keyboard, fine. You can use mouse and keyboard, and that option's going to be there. If you choose to do it in the middle of a round, you'll be able to just move the mouse and it will activate. Otherwise, you're going to use the D-pad and be able to go from here to here to here, and then select here. Kalvar, you think spending time on UX, most players find agreeable is worth the time? It could be. It could be. Or it could be exactly what Neri said, and I could fail it. It could. As Vader would say, don't fail me again, 8. Yeah, I know, Vader. Fail you, I shall not. right? So that's going to be my goal. Yes. And I think it'd be good. I think it'd be fine. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? I don't make it and have to stick with what is currently working, right? With a 3-month prototype anyways, it's fine. It's fine. You know, it's not for sale. It doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna try the challenge and get that done. Right?
Hello there.
Hello?
Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.
Have a happy landing. Hi, homeless. Some motivational stuff. That's pretty motivational. That is my favorite hello. Have a happy landing. All right. Anyways, that is the goal with stuff. Can I help you? Hi. R1, what are you chewing? Did you pull some string off one of your toys? Hi, Sophie. Did I talk to Arwen and not you? Is that the problem? I know. All right. Anyways, I think that will work, right? Yes, it's a lot of work. I think I will be able to pull it off, but we'll see. Sophie, sit. You gotta sit. There we go. Okay. So, where do I want to put these? We're going to copy this, right? Because I kind of want the same thing, but we're going to make it like red. And go the opposite direction. There's Sheepin. Right? Okay. I know. I'm still thinking about that. The controller thing. Yes, it's a little daunting. I know. But I'm up for the challenge. I will. The goal is to have the controller D-pad working by Saturday, and if I can, I'd like to get it so that the mouse is not showing for the controller anymore, and if you wiggle the mouse so it has to identify movement, it will work on that, right? All right. Let's do some of that. And I see notifications in roughly, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. Ads are going to occur. I am going... I'm out of coffee, though. But, I don't know. I don't need to take a beer back. But we're not going to do the content. So we'll either do... we'll play on something, right? Okay. Ads are here. So if you need to get up and take a break, now is the time to do it. I think what we'll do is let's do some chess. There we are. Oh, checking this out. They've added a new game into their chess thing, right? So we're going through levels, trying to get where we need to be. They always change it, but, you know, hey. All right. The bot is on white. We're on black this time, so we need to find a checkmate. If you like chess, feel free to try to figure it out with me. But I think I think. Well, it doesn't tell me. It just says you have a chance to beat me. Can you find the checkmate? It's probably got to be in the shortest amount of moves. Right? So, what I'm thinking is maybe we move here, right? We're going to take our bishop, move it to here. All right, so that was one move. And that was correct. It showed me a little check mark. The king moved to here. Now we go here with the queen, right? The queen is still safe. Check. It moves the king. We're going to move to here, right? The king is not going to be able to take the queen. It's going to be protected. The bishop is going to be protected. So we'll move up by one. And that was it. That was correct. There. I like chess, right? So, and that is how the chess puzzles work. They're very short. You only get a couple moves usually. It's usually under 5 moves, and each wrong mistake it'll tell you, but if you get it right, it shows you a little check mark with it. So obviously you can see my score. I play these a lot, so like my score is like 5,500 something. Yeah. All right. We're back. We are working on Portal. Making it go the opposite direction. All right, let's do that. That matches that. We'll do that. Let's copy a blue, put the blue over here as well. All right, so we have start here. There's nothing. A start up top. Second one's coming down a little bit. Third one's down even farther. The fourth one, we could probably come in and take it and move it like this. I mean, I want it up high, but like, just split some of these. like that. I'm trying to make like the lines are broken up a little bit. So I think we need some of this over here. Let's do something like this. We can do that. Do that. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3. We'll do there. 4. Oops. Like that. 5, I think, is okay. 6, we're going to reverse some stuff. We're going to take this, put it up top. Or, wait, no. Well, I think we should do still bring it down. Maybe more. Like that, to look like it's maybe coming down more. Right? I think the movement is looking okay. Here, here, here. There to there. And it dissipates there. All right. Now let's figure out coloring. Right? So we'll make the light blue or ice look, whatever color it is. Just kidding. Okay. So there. What's a good color to put with it? Like a lighter red? What is it? All right. What about... I think it's enough of a difference that I think it'll look fine. And I'm not really gonna know until I move it over into the in the GameMaker and see what it looks like inside the game. Oops. Okay. There we are. I probably just could have moved it over into GameMaker and then use GameMaker's color changing, like swap. I don't know how that works in a Sprite, so that's why we're doing it one thing at a time. Nope. But in GameMaker, I can choose like this, and I would click it, and it would make all the same color get changed to a new color. But because we're all on the same layer here, I didn't want to try and do it and mess up this one. So, all right, let's go ahead and take this. And bring it into GameMaker. We're just going to make a new sprite. I don't know, let's call it SPR enemy portal. There we are. And the wind came in. There we go. My brain froze from the stench. It did. I was trying to figure out how to align this, and yeah, that New Hampshire air. Yes. Yes, indeed. I've been there. It does stink. Appreciate you sharing that with everybody else. So, all right, let's make a convert to frame. We're already set up the way we were, so this should be good. We'll convert it, close it, set it to like 8. All right, chat. Does this look like something's coming down and landing here versus going upwards, right? that looks like it's coming down. Perfect. The idea is this is going to be for the enemies, and this one is going to be for the player, right? I hate when you can't. Why can't I put stuff beside each other? Just behave. Don't do anything rash, GameMaker. All right. So those are the two portals, right? And we have one going up, one coming down. So this should be coming down. This should be going up. Because the player is teleporting to the menu. So you're going up. And the enemies are coming into the room. So they're going to be coming down. And there we go. Our two portals. I think they look okay. I think they look good. The two-tone look is nice, right? Same number of frames. I just essentially reversed my portal. That was it. Okay. So we'll call that a success. Let's move this like way over here. There we go. All right. And we'll put the going up. Next to it. There. Our two portals. I think that turned out pretty good. We're going to bring these in. I think we're going to make one sprite with 4 frames for these. We're going to tell it whenever I'm going to make a spawner for it, and they'll spawn in, but it'll be a random choice. And I think that'll be fine. Like on the sprite index that it needs, right? So we'll bring these in. We're going to make a new new sprite. What are we going to call this? Columns? Sure. Pillars. That'll make more sense. Pillars. Yeah, is it a pillar? It's fine. Totems. Pillar. Totem. Totem. Shoot. Is it spelled with a U? Totem? Totems. It's an E. EM. There. Now we'll do convert to frame. We don't have 8, we have 4. With 4. Not at 80. That's probably like 32 as well. No offset. It does that sometimes. Where are we at? 48. Okay. That looks good. I don't think there's any movement, which is fine. And there we have it. The new totem with 4 different little faces. All right. Well, time is it? Almost 10:30. I think we're pretty done with today. I got a bunch of art done. The stuff that takes me a while. Also because I enjoy looking at all the stuff more, just as much as I like looking at it more than anything. But we made some enemies, and so I think that was a good step. And we got 2 new portals, and that's good, right? So let me make sure I save that so I don't forget about it. I think we're pretty good. Let's find somebody to raid out to, and see who's all on there. All right. We can go ahead and stop that music. Who do we have on today? Now it's Sunday and there's not always people on. Who do we want? Do we want somebody? I'm trying to find somebody doing GameMaker. I think I found somebody. Let me see. Yes. I think this should be fine, right?
Gymnastics.
All right. I appreciate everyone for being here. We're going to go ahead and raid out. Now, I will see everybody tomorrow. This channel has follower or subscriber only chat. I don't like raiding into those. So I'm going to cancel that raid real fast. All right. I apologize. I don't like raiding into people that force follows. So we're going to go visit, there. All right, we're going to go visit Mr. D-Boy. I appreciate everyone. And like I said, I will be streaming tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Mountain Time. So same digital time, same digital place, probably for some more artwork. Today, I'm going to update it so that we have level 2 enemies and level 3. And then that's what we're going to try to work on. But I appreciate everyone. And don't forget, probably in about 2 hours, Jeep and Annie is going to be streaming. She's going to be doing World of Warcraft. I'll be taking a break to play with that today. And it'll be fun, right? Because the new expansion comes out in about just next weekend. So I look forward to it. But I think that's it for today. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Let's go ahead and say hi to Mr. D-Boy. And I will talk to you all later. Bye now.